In my group of friends, I have a lot of friends that come to me asking me questions about relationships or about just general things in their lives. And I feel very blessed for them to trust me and to be their listening ear or their shoulder to cry on. So when I saw this video on Arden or A Rose's channel, I really wanted to recreate it in my own way with my own opinions. And it's called You Are Beautiful. And the reason I use quotes is because I feel like the word beautiful is such a broad term. You guys have all heard the quote that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it's very true. But what does that mean? You know, when I first heard that, I think I first heard that term when I was maybe in middle school, you know, when they teach you that you shouldn't judge somebody based on their looks or something like that. But I never got that. I was always like, what does that mean? So I would ask like my mom and like my teachers, and they would always give me the kind of, oh, you know, it just means that everybody has their own definition of beauty. And I always thought about that, and I'm like, okay, I still don't understand what that means. So there's a total of 6 questions, and I'm going to get started. I think beauty in the world, in my opinion, is the simple things. You know, you go out and walk in the park, or you go to the beach and you find a gorgeous, perfect shell, or you find a half shell, or you find something, or you see, you know, 2 people walking on the beach. Like for me, when I'm at the park or something, I'll see a couple walking and being so in love, and to me, that's beautiful. In a person, I feel like somebody that's beautiful is somebody that is honest, but at the same time isn't honest because they want to hurt somebody. They're honest because they feel like that's the right thing to do. Also somebody that sees the good in others, and even though a person could have done 10 bad things, but the 11th thing is good, they still see that person as good. And to me, that's one of the hardest things, because I think as humans, it's so much easier just to hold grudge. Somebody is trying to make up for it and they're like, I'm really sorry, like, and they keep trying to do well and do good things, but you never see that. You know, that's so much easier. Whereas to just forgive and move on. You know, even though it's not that long ago, I graduated in 2007, which is about 4 years ago. I think that technology has really changed the way their high school experience. For me, freshman and sophomore year, I was still really confused. Like, I really didn't know who I was. I think I really was grasping at straws, what kind of people I want to hang out with. Junior year, the end of sophomore year and going to junior year, I really started getting into theater in my high school. I've always loved acting, but I think theater at my high school really changed my high school career, because I made a lot of my best friends at the time through high school theater. I discovered my love of writing when I was in middle school, but high school was the time I really started getting into and really started being personal with it and writing about my feelings. Junior year was hard because the schoolwork was really hard. I had some family problems. And senior year, to me, it was the best, 9 months of my life, because I started coming into my own. I became stronger. I think that in high school, you know what you want to do. And 4 years later, thinking back, it's not the same thing. Like in senior year of high school, I want to be a lawyer. And I still love politics and all that stuff. I think it's so interesting. But it's not my primary career goal. So yeah, I think high school, as far as self-esteem, I was really in progress. I don't know. I feel like I can just give as much advice as through what I've learned, because I feel like I'm still learning. I mean, at 22, I can't say I have, the answer to having confidence. Self-confidence is learned. I feel like it's a lifelong learning experience. It's something that you really have to discover yourself. I think it has a lot to do with friends and the people that you surround yourself with. I've made my mistakes. I've made friends with people that I thought I was going to be friends with forever, but ended up using me, or ended up, stabbing me in the back one way or another, or we just kind of grew apart. And at that time, it hurt really bad. Go with your gut, really. Like, your first inclination, your gut feeling. Usually you will go back to, like, for example, writing. I'm currently writing a screenplay, just a student project, and I've rewritten 14 times. No joke, I have 14 drafts of the same episode. And it was interesting because the 14th draft, the 14th rewrite is the most similar to the first one I wrote. So it's just kind of an example of how you kind of always, you come full circle and stand by it, defend it. No matter who comes around and tries to knock it down or tries to change it, if you love it, if you feel like you got a thought about something, go with it. Don't let anybody try to change you. Though there are some people, some companies, some establishments that really try to promote a healthy way of life, a positive outlook of, self-image. I think that all in all, the media's job is to entertain stars and TV stars and socialites, and you want to be them, and you feel like when you watch their shows, it's like you're connecting with them. You're sitting down and having coffee and talking to these people. I feel like the media wouldn't be what it is today if the majority of us didn't kind of feed into it. Kim Kardashian wouldn't be famous if we didn't have those moments where we're like, we want to be her. Snooki wouldn't be as big. Jersey Shore wouldn't be as big as they are if we weren't kind of like, ooh, these people are hot. Yes, there are certain moments where I'm just like, how could you be promoting that? I don't think it's right what the media is doing, but the media is there to make money. So even though that's not what they really want to people to perceive themselves as, it's entertainment and it's entertaining. And I think every single one of us has kind of looked on at a Jersey Shore episode of Jersey Shore, and as we're like, oh, we hate them. What makes you tune in every week? If you hate them, really hate them so much, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, if you see something, if you know something's not right, it's not right. You're not going to be like, oh, the media's doing it, so maybe it's right. No, like, it's not right, but at the same time, it's like a train wreck. Like, if you're on the freeway, right, and you see a car accident, what makes you go, what happened? Like, you want to know, even though it's like you shouldn't be looking and it's not right. Like, you should be paying attention to the road, but like, you can't help it. It's just human inclination. Yes and no. Behind every person that is putting out these like reality shows, the producers, they're human. So they know that, okay, putting a show on MTV that teenagers watch and almost idolize these people is not right to be showing somebody so drunk that they fall over and they can't stand up. They shouldn't be promoting it. They know this is bad. They're not. Human nature is entertained by chaos, by dysfunction, by fighting, by, that's what it is. I think that the media, as much as they want to put out just harmony and people getting along, they know that's not going to sell books. That's not going to sell magazines. They know that that's not going to get them views. Media they're not evil. They're not this like subset of evil, people that are there to try to make you feel bad about yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, where I'm probably like a 4, 10 being the worst, about a 4. Whereas I think 2 years ago I was about an 8. So that's definitely better. Because I feel like I've stopped letting people. I'm the only one that can tear myself down. I'm the only one that means I'm the only one that can build myself up. If you depend on somebody to make you happy, that person, you've also given them the power to make you unhappy. What you have to do is you have to be self-reliant and realize that you're the only person that can make you happy, and you're the only person that can tear yourself down. So Or if you guys have a different opinion, please leave that down in the box, or leave it as a video response, or just leave me a comment and tell me what is your definition of beautiful, whether it's in the world or in a person. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.